Ryan Poles is staying busy. He's already had contract talks with Jalen Johnson and is reportedly close to a long-term deal with newly acquired defensive end Montez Sweat. But today, Poles also reached a 2-year extension for defensive tackle Andrew Billings. What's up, guys? Swift here, covering everything Chicago Bears. Andrew Billings' new deal is for 2 years, $8.5 million, with $6 million guaranteed. I view this as a massive win, as Billings has been our best player on the defensive line this season. He is a dominant force in the run game and a huge reason why our run defense has improved dramatically this season. He constantly requires double teams and clogs holes versus the run. On top of that, surprisingly, he is graded out as one of our better pass rushers this year too. He has 14 pressures on the year so far and is helping the development of both Gervon Dexter and Zach Pickens. We are actually going to head over to the film room and check out some All-22 footage of Andrew Billings. Let's get right into it. Andrew Billings is one of the few players I didn't get to do an All-22 breakdown on this offseason. I meant to, I talked about it, I did watch a lot of his film with the Raiders last year, but I never actually released an All-22 video. So today I want to break down a couple of his plays real quick, now that he's going to be here for another 2.5 seasons. This was in our game against the Commanders. Watch him just destroy the center on this rep. This is a big 300-plus pound lineman. Gets in the backfield, blows up the play, and this is what you want from a guy. I could just watch this one rep all day long. Boom. It's another rep I really love here, though. It's against the Packers. Watch him one-on-one against the center. Not only does he drive him back with one arm here, look at this power. Just one arm. He's got one arm free, one arm on the lineman, and using his lower body to just drive him into the backfield. And then he's going to actually tackle Aaron Jones with the offensive lineman. Boop. Look at this. This is just insane. Pushes him back so far. Aaron Jones just got the handoff, has nowhere to go. And then he pushes him into Aaron Jones, trips him up. That's a tackle for loss. Billings has been an incredible value this year. He was a guy that Ryan Poles brought in for cheap to help fix this run game. And man, we might not have got a lot of wins so far this year, but our run defense was worse in the NFL last year. And now it's a top 10 run defense. A huge part of that has been Andrew Billings. Just the power this guy has. I mean, look at it. Driving it off. He's getting double teamed here. He's getting blocked. He's got another guy blocking him back, trying to double team. It slows him down a little bit. You'll see the chip knocks him. But he instantly is going to regain, anchor, lower his base here. Put the power into this guy. Again, almost knock the lineman into the running back, but he's able to shed the blocker and make the tackle here. This is an incredible play by Andrew Billings. This is what he brings to our defensive line, and having an edge like Montez Sweat on this line with him is only going to make him better, as Sweat has been one of the better run defenders in the NFL at defensive end, as well as one of the better pass rushers. Having him and Billings on the line together is only going to help this entire defensive line. So as you can see, big Andrew Billings has been a great signing so far by Ryan Poles. He has helped transform this run defense and improve the defensive line overall. Adding Montez Sweat to the equation, paired with the growth of Gervon Dexter and Zach Pickens, has me really excited for the potential of this defensive line. A forgotten piece here also is DeMarcus Walker, who should get a lot more reps in place of Justin Jones on the interior of this defensive line. Think of this D-line: Montez Sweat, Andrew Billings, DeMarcus Walker, Yannick Ngakoue. And then you also have Jervon Dexter and Zach Pickens to rotate in as well. And suddenly we have the makings of a good defensive line. I would still like to see one more defensive end drafted next year, but it's nowhere near as big of a need as it was before. Ryan Poles could also choose to address the position in free agency by bringing back Yannick Ngakoue or even looking into other free agents like Chase Young as well. Looking at the future of this team, I like it even more after trading for Montez Sweat and locking up Andrew Billings. The decision to keep Jalen Johnson and hopefully extend him as well only adds to my excitement. This move will be overlooked by a lot of people, as Billings isn't a guy who stuffs the box score, but he's a valuable piece of this defense. He will now be a Chicago Bear for the 2024 and 2025 seasons as well, taking him to age 30. I love this for Big Billings. I liked him a lot coming out of Baylor in the 2016 NFL Draft. He went in the 4th round to the Cincinnati Bengals and showed a lot of promise in his first 3 seasons. His career then fell off when he went to Cleveland and had the worst year of his career and ended up getting cut. But then last year in 2022, he signed a 1-year deal with the Raiders and had the best season of his career. Poles recognized that and brought him here on a nice deal. He has now rewarded Billings for his play, and he's going to remain a Chicago Bear for 2.5 more years. Billings is just 28 years old, and he's played with 5 different teams and even spent time on NFL practice squads. Now he gets the biggest payday of his career, and it's a value deal for the Chicago Bears. This is a great story for both sides, and I believe that Billings earned every penny of this one, and I just love to see it. Also, I didn't release an injury report yesterday because we didn't have an actual practice. It was just a walkthrough. They're doing things a little bit differently this week since we have a short rest and play the Panthers on Thursday night. There should be a real practice today, and I will give you guys a full update on the injury report and my thoughts on that later tonight. But I wanted to get this out. Justin Fields has been ruled out already for this weekend's game. I'll talk more about that in tonight's video. And the guys who missed yesterday's walkthrough were Jaquan Brisker, Nate Davis, Tremaine Edmonds, Justin Fields, and Terrell Smith. Next up for Ryan Poles is getting that Montez Sweat deal done. A lot of people are foolishly saying that Ryan Poles didn't think about extending Montez Sweat or that he isn't planning on doing it. Guys, I believe that deal should be done very soon. Let's stay tuned and keep an eye out for that one. Let me know in the comments what you think. Remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.